Do you like to play pool? Do you like to play carpet ball? Do you like to play gutter ball? Well, how about you play my game? Play some pocket ball. Because it's kind of like pool and it's kind of like carpet ball. If you ever played carpet ball or what do you call it, gutter ball, it's very similar to that, but the design of the table is fatter and not as long. And I mostly redesigned it because I was making it for the by Sheriff in Hillsborough, the Community Baptist Church in Hillsborough, and I was making the box. Making this table for my senior project in high school, so I could graduate high school and then go off to New York, on the other side of the continent, on the other side of America, and attend college, go to Word of Life Bible Institute, and learn about how to help people and stuff, which I wanted to do since I was 8. So I really was like the kind of person that likes to build things. I still am. I'm the kind of person that likes to make things. And since I was small, maybe, I don't know when it was the first time I made something, maybe around 7 years old, we started making things like out of wood, like tree houses, tree forts. Like when I was about 9 years old, I was making something like a wagon. But it had walls and it had a ceiling, and I was making my own like personal taxi that I was able to I wanted to like sell tickets to people, and then they could use the tickets to give to me, for a ride, so I can ride them around the neighborhood, the ghetto, the trailer park where I was born, not born, but raised in Forest Grove, Oregon, USA. And so there was all these different things I was making. Like one time, I was about 10 or 11 or 12 years old, like maybe 12 years old, like 98, and I was at my friend's house, Bill and Janet Billy, and in the North Plains, and oh man, I hope they're not watching this. I rocked your socks off. Just kidding. And we're building, like, we wanted to build like a tree house, and then I used a bunch of paint and a bunch of wood, but then it wasn't mine and it wasn't his, and it was like his uncle's or something. And then he got really mad, and like his father got mad. We were using this paint that they were going to use for something else, and sometimes those kinds of things happen, and whether they're funny or scary or whatever, it doesn't really matter now. Looking back at it, it's interesting. It makes you who you are. You realize that maybe that was a mistake, but it also means it's a good thing because I was willing to take a risk, take a lot of risk, and try to get something done instead of not doing anything. Instead of procrastination, I was going places and trying to do things and building things. And so there's a lot of different things that I've made in my life like that, and different tree houses and like forts, and things out of wood and things out of other things, and like wagons and things for bikes and taxis and stuff, and or like maybe like a game board, like kind of like sensors, making up your own games. Like there was one I made for my sister for one of the Christmases, maybe 1995 or something, and it's interesting, but I don't think my sister really cared about it. She didn't really keep it, and then I had it later. But at least I tried, and it's the thought that counts, right? And then I was in high school, and I was about to graduate. So in 2003, 2004, my senior year, the 12th grade, my last year in high school, I'm thinking about, what am I going to do after college? After high school. What am I going to do after high school? And also, what am I going to do for my senior project? And I decided I'm going to build a table. I don't know how I came up with that idea. Somehow, I don't know.